Hello everybody, it's May 9th, but I'm doing this for May 8th, and most of the video is going to be for May 6th. That's not confusing at all. Um, Not very much happened yesterday. Mostly exhausted, tired, exhausted. Still recovering from my PTSD and stuff, and so is my wife. Anyway, have a nice day, wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever they... That's definitely not what I meant to say. Bye. There's always this thing about when you know you're going to be a problem, finding a way to solve it before it becomes worse. And I know that's not always easy to say. The easiest way to not drink out or to get over drinking alcohol is never to start. And when you start feeling like you're becoming a drunk, it's easier to stop before it gets worse. But we don't often have the decision to go back in time and undo it. Instead, we're stuck where we are and trying to find a solution to whatever problem we have. And it's not just alcohol is just the example. With every part of our lives, the bad things within us. And part of that is about our own unforgiveness. We're not forgiving ourselves for our actions. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that it is hard. It's not easy to overcome those bad things in us, especially because evil habits stick around like glue, or something other really cool metaphoric to just stay with you and never leave you and never let go. And every moment you can make a mistake and fall back into that same space and over and over and over again, and it feels like you can't escape. And yet good habits are so very easy to break and so hard to create. It's like, there's something wrong here. And sometimes I feel like that's the way it is. This world is unfairly balanced for evil, right? In many ways. Despite the fact that we know evil is bad, doing what's wrong gives you an advantage. Or at least it's simpler or easier in some cases. If you're in a boxing match and the other guy is cheating, you're at a disadvantage. If you're cheating and they aren't cheating, you have the advantage. When you're both cheating, who knows? Who knows? But it puts you a leg up on other people. And if it's definitely something that's bad, that isn't necessarily evil or unlawful or whatever, the more you justify what you're doing. It becomes a situation where it makes no sense not to do what's wrong. Take advertising, right? There's nothing wrong with advertising a product using women in bikinis. Does that mean it's right? No. But are people going to do it because it gives them a head of people who aren't willing to do that? Yes, for sure. I'm not a gambler. But in life, we're always gambling in terms of what we decide to do. Whether it's actions that we do to protect ourselves, actions that we just do without even thinking about it, or actions that we do in order to do what's wrong and hoping that we can get away with it. At the end of the day, luck is... I know, I don't necessarily believe in luck, but I do believe in God's will. But the point is, are you going to live your life gambling against the odds? Are you going to push and pull in a direction because you think it gives you an advantage? Or you justify it because everybody else is doing it? I know this kind of went off track, but that's kind of the way it is. Anyway, just think about making those choices. Anyway, just think about your choices in terms of long-term consequences. Is this something that someday is going to come and bite me? And even if you can justify what are the chances that it's not going to happen, the odds really aren't in your favor. Especially because when you do something wrong and you get away with it, then you decide you're going to try and do it again because you think you can get away with it. And the more willing to go further because you see yourself as impossible to get caught. Song of the people, that is me and people, and I'm singing it and making it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Making it up, which makes it my song, which makes it songs of the people that I'm singing it. I might need to start taking more medication.